Hey, hey, hey. It's
What
just
up?
being the Joneses.
What up? What up? What up?
It's me, April.
And I'm boss.
And we back. We back.
that, that.
What? What in the world? So, yes, this episode. Oh, gosh. You remember? Oh, I remember somebody told me, y'all, excuse me, I just had a flashlight back. I
Mm,
remember somebody said my marriage wasn't nothing but a piece of paper.
mm, mm.
And
Yep.
I see people say that, like I've seen it on social media. I heard people say it. Marriage is just a piece of paper. So we're gonna talk about
Somebody told me that once too.
if marriage is just a piece of paper.
I wonder if it's the same woman who told you
If you agree or no or disagree.
that.
What?
I wonder if it was the same woman who told you that, told me that.
No,
Hmm.
nobody. I said somebody said that my marriage was just a piece of paper. You told me that.
Mm.
No, you ain't tell me that. They wrote it on my post on my
That's
Facebook.
what it was. Yeah, 'cause no, I ain't say
Yeah.
that.
No, you didn't tell. I'm saying they said it about our marriage. I was thinking that you told me that they said it, but no, they wrote it on the comment on social media. It said
Yeah.
marriage just a piece of paper.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we're gonna talk about what we think about the term or the opinion that marriage is just a piece of paper.
Mm. This should be a good one.
Now, for me per se, marriage is not just a piece of paper when you're in a committed relationship. It's that the paper that makes it legal, that binds you legally to that person,
To the state laws.
to the laws.
Yeah,
But it's not just a piece of paper. No.
that's right.
But there are circumstances where I do think that marriage can be considered just a piece of paper.
Hmm. Yep. Yep.
So, like, marriage to me is commitment. That's more than just a piece of paper. Marriage to me is love.
Yeah. True love. That's
Mm.
right.
Um,
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice is forgiveness, forgiving.
Forgiveness. That's right.
It's um
Honor.
yep. It's all
Yeah.
a whole bunch of things,
Whole
you know.
bunch of things.
It's
Yeah.
it's and to God is definitely sacred, right?
Yes.
So
Not to be joked around or messed around with.
yeah, so it's definitely more than a piece of paper.
Yeah.
It's a holy matrimony. And
Hmm.
and to us, we believe in God, we believe in Jesus, Christianity, so we believe that our marriage is a holy matrimony.
Yes.
Not everybody might believe that about their marriage.
They
That's
don't.
fine.
They don't.
Why you say that? They don't. They don't.
I'm telling you, I'm still waiting on the first poly pastor
Hey,
to have
so
his first wives up there with him. It's coming. I'm
so
pretty good at predicting these things. It's
I
coming.
think that's probably already done somewhere, baby.
Yep.
I don't think it's gonna be a first.
Might
I
be.
think it's already been a first, a second, a third, a fourth, a fifth,
I'm
and
talking
all of that
about
for that.
open. I'm talking about open.
Mm,
I'm talking about
if we do a
open.
little digging around on the internet, we might find that it's open. But
Somebody find it out for me. Leave it in the comments. Put the link in the comments.
so now, when I consider marriage not only a piece of paper now,
Yeah.
I've seen certain situations where marriage was only a piece of paper because they only wanted they were only legally married as a part of some sort of business.
Right. Okay.
So, like for instance, I know someone who stayed married. They weren't together.
Mm.
They were married for years though, and they stayed together for benefits. Like it was they the person was in the military. They had kids together. They were in two different
Mm.
locations, not even in the same state.
Yeah.
But so that she could still continue to get his benefits while he was active duty and different things like that. They stayed married. He still paid all the bills in the house,
Mm.
but they didn't really like each other. So really, they didn't have a marriage per se. Because we just talked about what all these things is. Marriage is to all. So to marriage, a lot of people, all of those things is, the things that we said.
Yes.
But they didn't have that, so they didn't see themselves in a marriage. They just saw themselves legally married by law, so that they can have these things in order.
It was just legally binding at that point.
So they saw who they wanted to saw. See, she had a boyfriend.
Yeah.
I guess he had whoever he had.
Yeah.
And now, me per se, I don't know if I would be okay with. I don't know if I would be okay with being. I don't think I would be okay with being in a relationship with somebody with a legally married with, even if it's a business deal. You?
Depending on the deal. I guess. What am I getting out of it?
What? It ain't even about you getting nothing out the deal. Now, hey,
it could be.
Now, in some situations, it is because I seen a situation where the boyfriend was living in the house with the person, and the husband was paying all the bills. He just wasn't living there, and he was cool with it. He knew the boyfriend was there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, more than likely, I'm not. But I'm just saying, if the
but I know you ain't because you married more than likely in real life. But I'm just saying,
no, I'm talking about hypothetical. I thought we were talking about.
We are. Oh, I thought you was like more than like you ain't.
No, I'm talking about hypotheticals.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Like, separate situations.
Okay, right.
Yeah, I'm just saying, depending on the situation, I might choose. I mean, what am I getting? I might need them benefits.
What? You ain't getting the benefits.
I might get.
Well, you will be getting certain benefits if you get to stay there for free or something. I don't know, but
something.
But I mean, no, seriously, like you in a serious relationship, could you be in a serious relationship? Not saying you getting something out of the deal, but just could you be in? If you met somebody, and if you were single, you met somebody, and they said, "Well, I'm married, but here's the deal.
Yeah,
like we haven't been together in 5 years.
Yeah,
we don't talk no type of way when it comes to nothing relationship wise.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like him. Period." He still pay all the bills. I'm married to him because I still get benefits, but I'm single.
Yeah.
So, would you be okay with getting to know her and moving forward and having a relationship with this person?
I mean, if they ain't got nothing to do with each other really, other than the business part of it, I probably could. I don't know how long though. Because if I'm moving forward, no, dead serious. If I'm moving forward with her, we get to know each other, everything's good. Someday she got to cut that loose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, we've all, well, I can say we've all, but many of us have been in a situation where, you date somebody. Oh, they say I'm separated. Okay, cool. Y'all living separately. Cool. All right, let's kick it. And y'all kicking it.
Now to me,
but they legally married. You know what I'm saying?
Now to me, this situation, I can understand you saying, okay, yeah, I might get to know her, blah, blah. But a typical situation where people be like, oh, we separated or whatever, a lot of times that ain't because of no business. That's just y'all behind, sometimes you got people separate. You supposed to be not even seeing nobody.
Yeah.
And you around here talking about I'm separated, but you seeing people, but you also not even done with the person, your spouse, for real.
I mean, that situation come out too, yeah.
Yeah, so that right there is a totally to me, I feel like that's okay, you married now. Come on now.
Yeah.
Because you're still not even done with the person. You're still and you talking about you separated. You may be separated, but you're using this as an opportunity to just do what you want to do while you want to do it, knowing good and well you have not even resolved what's going on with your and I mean resolved emotionally and all of this stuff like that.
Yeah.
You haven't really resolved your marriage. Your marriage is not really dissolved or whatever.
No.
You just you know what I'm saying?
Some people do be
that's different to me.
Some people do be like checked out. And we going off topic a little bit, but
I
who
get
cares?
It.
Some people do be checked out and be like, hey,
no, it ain't off topic.
I'm not getting back with that person. That's it. I'm done. That's it. So I mean,
right,
something like that. I mean, but you never know because all you know is what the person tells you.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. You're saying they're done with that person. That's it. That's different. Yeah. You have it, but when I'm saying in the sense of where you still have you know you still have business over here.
Yeah.
With this person. You just separated right now.
Yeah, but
And
because
if they find
benefits.
out that you messing with somebody else, it's gonna be a whole big thing. You know what I'm saying? A whole mess, because you're still married to that person and you ain't even and you know that y'all have resolved whatever. And so therefore, to me, marriage is just not a piece of paper in that situation, because you're still married. Really, you still in it.
Yeah, you are.
But even though you're separated, but then in a situation where you're done for real, you really don't got nothing to do with each other. This is the only reason why we still married, because we got this, like a book I was reading. I am reading.
Yeah.
She was the main character was with this man for 12 years.
Yeah.
He was married. But the reason why he was still married to his wife is because she had a terminal illness. So he didn't want to snatch the insurance away from her, because she needed it. So because she couldn't work to have her own insurance. I guess she couldn't afford her own insurance. Now, in a situation like that, I probably would have been like, okay, you ain't been with this woman or whatever. Y'all truly not together. I probably would have been more okay with you saying, okay, I'm going to divorce her and I'll just pay for her to have some insurance if you can afford it.
Yeah.
Versus I'm going to be like, okay, cool.
Still married.
12 years I'm with you and you married to somebody that's terminally ill. 12 years. I mean,
that's a long time.
I mean, she left him after 12 years because she was like, I can't. And she was living in the house that they had together, like that used to be him and his wife that they shared.
Yeah.
But it's like, we can't get married. We can't move forward with our relationship, truly move forward with our relationship like I want to. So I'm going to go ahead and end this.
Yeah. So you said the girlfriend was in the house. They were in the relationship for 12 years.
The girlfriend, the boyfriend,
and the man. Yeah. Okay. So that's what I'm saying though. And God bless her for going that long or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just having that patience like that, because I'm pretty sure she went 12 years. She been hanging on for that long. She wanted to get married probably 11 years ago.
Because his marriage was just a piece of paper.
But his marriage was still, he had the business side that.
Yeah, the piece of paper.
The piece of paper, yeah. And so that's what I'm saying. I go back to what I said. Like, yeah, I could do it, but how long am I gonna put up with that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And then kind of find out.
Because if I'm being that committed, if I meet someone and I'm being that committed to her, monogamous and everything, we pretend to be married, but I want to be married someday.
Right.
How long am I gonna keep playing this game?
Right.
Not necessarily saying this like,
because at some point you still putting that wife before me.
Still putting that still putting that other person before me, and it's like, well, shoot. It almost feel like you could be wasting time. I would probably give myself a limit, you know, say try to at least. I mean, can't always just do it, but I mean, I would probably say, hey, well, if I come to a point where I know I want to marry her at that point, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give it a year. I'm gonna talk to her about it, communicate. We'll talk about it. Maybe after a year comes up, maybe extend it a little bit. Who knows? I don't know. But how long? But I'm not gonna keep extending it and all this. You know what I'm saying? And some of those talks are gonna turn into, well, hey, I gotta go.
Correct.
Because
because some people would say that's still adultery because you're legally married. What do you think?
Yeah. Well, what's the definition of adultery?
I don't think that's adultery, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's not a marriage. Like the person
it's a piece of paper.
Because that is what I see as it being a piece of paper and not a marriage.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
So like the people I was telling you about earlier, to me, they didn't have a marriage. Y'all don't talk, y'all don't have no connection with each other, no kind of way outside of y'all kids.
Yeah.
You know, and other than the business aspect, they had an agreement. He paid the bills in the house. That's his child support. He keep her on the insurance because they stay married so she could stay on the insurance. That was the agreement. Other than that, we are not together. We don't have no dealings with each other. Nothing. That's not a marriage.
Not really. No.
No. So it's just a piece of paper that's keeping them legally bound, but benefits. They don't have no type of relationship with each other and no marriage. So therefore, how can that be adultery? That's how I see it. Now, the
law will see it.
The Christians may see it. I'm a Christian, but I always say the Christians when I talk.
Same.
They may see it differently. Even the Lord may see it differently. I don't know.
Oh, he will see it differently.
I mean, I don't know.
got,
I don't know that though. I don't think that because he says marriage is a holy matrimony. It's sacred. This is not what they got. Ain't nothing. This ain't no unity. So how God is not looking at this as a marriage? That's how I see it.
Yeah.
So how can if he's not looking at it as a marriage, it can't be adultery. It's just a legal piece of paper that man said we had to have in place to be able to have this stuff right there happening, these arrangements going on. That's all it is. When your heart and your mind is truly and your body and everything, I'm talking about physically, mentally, emotionally, everything. There's nothing there between two people.
Yeah.
You're not having a marriage.
It's not a marriage, yeah. Just a paper.
Just a paper.
Just that paper, the business. Yeah.
So I don't see it as adultery. I mean, fight me. I mean, but I don't. And kind of find out, the person in my book that I was talking about, he had done divorced his wife 5 years ago. 5 years before the lady actually left. She had no idea he wasn't married no more.
What?
Yes, she thinking he's still married because he was still saying, well, I can't divorce her because she got this terminal illness and she need my insurance. He was divorced from this lady for 5 years before this lady left. So when they was together 7 years.
She left at year 12. Are you saying
she left at year 12? He divorced that lady 5 years prior to her leaving.
That's dirty.
And when they were together at year 7, he divorced the wife. Yeah. So she went 5 more years with this man, and his excuse was he just wanted to be single for a little while. But they was in a whole committed relationship. So what is you out there doing? Was you cheating on me?
So what is he doing?
Yeah. Cause
what? You say he want to be single. Dang.
So,
that's wild.
Yeah. So.
And see, that's what I'm talking about, right? Stuff like that right there. Be like, and that lady, the character it was a total. I bet she looking at all this time she put into it.
Yeah.
That she could have been married with somebody else.
Married with somebody else. He was wasting her time.
Yeah. That she can't reclaim.
And even when she left, this is the crazy thing. You want to be with her so bad. But even when she said, I'm leaving you because you're still married and we can't move forward with our relationship because I want to get married, you still did not say, well, I'm divorced with her. Will you marry me, please? How was it?
Will you marry me? Damn.
So he still didn't say that and let her walk out the door and leave. But he still chased behind her, but still never said this.
That's very odd.
He had a solution.
You finished that book?
No, I still got a little bit left.
Oh, okay. Because I'm wondering, like, okay, if he let her walk away, but he's still begging for her, is he trying to?
It don't matter because he ain't get back. She ain't get back with him.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
Right now she in a relationship with a man who kidnapped her. So. So, anyways, now that was off topic.
Yike.
But anyway,
Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, that's what she said. Talk about I don't know if it's Stockholm syndrome. But
marriage by Stockholm syndrome. On the next Just Being the Joneses. Hey, we're desperate. We're looking for anything.
Yeah, but
that's interesting though. That's a very interesting story.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I just definitely see marriage as a piece of paper in some instances.
Yeah.
In some instances. But like if somebody just out here talk about, oh, me and my wife going through some we separated. No, that ain't it. That ain't it. Or me and my husband going through something, we separated,
Yeah, we about to separate.
or we
that's
or whatever.
We about to separate. We about to divorce.
Nah, she ain't get you. You wanted to be guy, obviously.
No, she fooled me.
She
fooled me. Bamboozled me. Shoot.
You thought her marriage was just a piece of paper.
That's what I thought. Shoot, especially that age difference. Like, you must be getting something out of this.
Oh gosh, man, that's a trip. But yeah, so, that's something. I think.
Yeah.
It this one of them things where I bet you some people very much really believe that if that piece of paper is still downtown filed with the court, then regardless of what the situation is, that person is married and it's adultery. I don't see it that way. So
I'm good with you on that. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah.
I'm agree with you on that.
So sometimes marriage is just a piece of paper. Other times, no. If you got the relationship, the actual marriage to go along with the paper, it ain't just a piece of paper. But if you just using just a piece of paper just to get them benefits and ain't nothing to go along with that paper, then okay.
Yeah. The document.
Like people get married so like people can become citizens. Like people could stay in the country. Well, they don't work nowadays. You get behind that.
You get nowadays. I say messing around.
Or
oh, goodness.
Whatever, like maybe if they do it for somebody's kid, like okay, this person's kid really need insurance, they sick or whatever, and I'm gonna marry them so that that can become my stepchild. So is that considered fraud?
Yeah, it's fraud if you're just doing it. Well, I don't know.
But you married. You can marry who you want to marry.
Yeah, you can marry who you want to marry. It ain't like there's a time frame over which, okay.
I heard that people do that in the military all the time. They don't be in a relationship, but they get married so they can get the extra money.
More money, yeah.
So they ain't even, they just marrying the person just.
The house, base house and stuff like that. Yeah, I've heard of all that.
Yeah.
I don't particularly know anyone who did it, though. Like, I don't recall. I probably did a long time ago. But that was like late 90s, early 2000s. I don't remember shit.
It's an arrangement.
But it could have been. I've heard about it. I've heard about, people told me, like when I was just coming in, the older people told me that people was
doing it. But see, with the military per se, like it's not against the law to do that, like for like your state. But with the military, find out you doing that junk, then it might be repercussions. Because you really, you really is tricking the system when it comes to that, because you and that person ain't even together.
But you got to be able
to even if you ain't even living together.
You got to be able to prove it, though.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, again, there's no time frame.
And then you don't have to
people say they want to get married, they marry, boom. Military, not going to really look into that. I don't think that's a audit for that. For like a
but I'm saying if somebody report you, I wonder if they'll kind of like question the person about it. Like if they're first shirt or whoever be like, well, I'm gonna heard this, so I gotta talk to you about it or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
I've never heard of that, honestly. The most military interfere with marriages or look into it will be if someone has like some type of proof of adultery. Now, I've seen somebody get hemmed up for that. Yeah. In my unit. High ranking. One of the guys who ran the unit, he got hemmed up.
What if he be like, my marriage wasn't nothing but a piece of paper? It wasn't no marriage. We were just a piece of paper.
Well, see, my sorry, your wife don't see it that way. So clank, clank. Get this article. Get this article 15.
Well, all right. So, yeah. So, I mean, thank y'all for listening. Let us know in the comments what y'all think. Like, do y'all agree with us? We actually on the same page about this? Do y'all think that it's a difference between, like, marriage can be just a piece of paper in some cases and it's not in other cases, and when it is just a piece of paper in those situations, is it still adultery if they are in a relationship with somebody else or whatever? So let us know, and we will see y'all or talk to y'all the next episode, and we out.